Okay, fine. You heard me. I recall that.
Yeah. But be reminded, they are still under oath, Brigadier.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, my lord.
Thanks. Yes, Mr. Mzansi, please.
You confront accused. Sorry.
Speak to them. Speak to them. Sure. No, sorry, my lord. I just asked if she you can just ask them to lower this thing. He says they say they can't.
Yeah, I say it's centrally operated. I don't know.
Yeah, but today.
You want them to switch it off or what?
Today's
Maybe
one
just
last night, but even physically myself, I'm suffering because I'm directly under this vent.
Okay.
Just push
Yeah,
it.
if you can lower it or I don't know.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So, Brigadier, you said on the 18th of June 2020, you then confront accused number 2 with the ID kit that we have spoken about. And in response there to say to him, this person bears your resemblance. He says to you, this is a case of mistaken identity. I've got nothing to do with the offense that occurred. Is that the answer that you gave, you got from him?
Not verbatim, but the essence of it, he was saying it's not him, my lord. That was the essence of the response.
Now, just to clarify the point that I think Advocate Baloyi objected on, and that I said to the court that I understand that if I elicit a statement of a witness myself, that he authored and commissioned, it is acceptable. But the difference I was trying to make at the time was that the description of suspect B, what warrant officer Steenkamp says he got that description from, it's from Makeleni. So I'm not actually reading Makeleni's statement. I'm reading the description as provided to warrant officer Steenkamp. So it's a separate issue from the A90 something that was deposed to by Makeleni.
Yes, it is separate, my lord, but you can't deal with warrant officer Steenkamp's statement in isolation of the people she was interviewing.
Yes.
Because she tells you, she basically interviewed everyone who was in the house, and she's telling you what they're saying, my lord.
Except, of course, that Makeleni was not present in the house on the 26th of October 2014.
Yes, he wasn't, my lord, but his statement is very clear, even on that interview, that he saw the person he was describing at the gas station outside at the mini power station.
And I'm going to go back to Exhibit J, page 5 thereof, and specifically deal with that aspect of the witness, the fifth witness that was interviewed by Ms. Steenkamp during the compilation of the identity kit. And I'm going to read again. It says, the fifth witness, Mr. T. Makeleni, residing at Mzamo Section 3942, compiled the face of suspect B. He saw 3 unknown males in the vicinity of the gas station, busy on the cell phones. He saw them again at Kelly's mom's house. Suspect B stood at the gate. He gave the following description. African male, 25 years, 1.80 meter tall, slender build, medium brown complexion, clothing a black hooded top. Witness saw a golden insert in upper teeth. Hairstyle is dreadlocks, facial hair is mustache and beard. And then witness saw something in his hand that could have been a firearm. Witness could not describe the rest of the faces.
Yes, my lord.
Now, this paragraph and description ties in with what I asked you earlier when we were looking at Exhibit BB, the person or the sketch on the left with a hoodie. And I asked you to point at the left and right side of the face to ask whether that was also the insertion of dreadlocks on that sketch ID kit. Remember?
I do remember, my lord.
Now, regarding, and take this fact, Makeleni is the only person that gave the description of suspect B, or the second so-called intruder, right? At Warrant Officer Steenkamp's ID kit compilation. I'm not speaking about any other statement. I mean, when this ID kit was compiled, Makeleni is the only person that gave the description of suspect B.
My lord, if I can just have a second, I just want to check something, a second or two.
I can quickly assist you. The first witness is Miss Kelly Kumalo. If you look at the last two sentences, she says Ms. Steenkamp, Kelly Kumalo could not describe the second suspect. Do you see that?
Yes, I do see that, my lord. That's exactly where I wanted to go in terms of describing or could not give the profile. But as I said, you take this in relation to the statements as well, because in the statements, as much as they are not giving marks in terms of the ID kit that was compiled by Warrant Officer Steenkamp, but they do indicate more or less how the second intruder was. But insofar as the compilation by Warrant Officer Steenkamp, yes, we're in agreement. They didn't say it. But insofar as their statements are concerned, they do give an indication as to how the second suspect was looking like and what he may be carrying on. And the end of each sentence, my lord, by Warrant Officer Steenkamp, just to be more precise, for example, with the second person, or maybe let's start with Kelly. She ends by saying she could compile the fake. Okay, no, let me leave. It's not a question. The second one, my lord, by Zandi, she says she could not describe the second suspect.
Okay.
And then the other one, which is Tumelo Mazala, the last sentence, he could not compile the second suspect.
Okay.
Now, the third one by Mr. Twala says he could not describe the second suspect. And then Makeleni obviously then does, my lord. So that's what is contained. But the essence, there was a suspect, a second suspect. But she as an expert, she was looking for marks that she could get from them in order to compile an identity kit. So she's saying they could not, that's my understanding of it, they could not give her tools or information that will allow it to compile, not the non-existence of the second suspect. That's why the referral is very clear that they could not give information insofar as the second suspect. So there was a second suspect and she wanted to get the features of the second suspect. The only person who could do that, I think accurately for her, was Mr. Makeleni, my lord.
I decided to listen to Brigadier Gininda with all fairness, without favor or biasness. And I realized I wasted my time. Because do you know what I picked up? That he never answered the question. Rams asked a very simple question. He said Makeleni is the only person who gave the description of the accused number 2, and he was just supposed to say yes. It was such a simple question. Instead, it goes on and on and on, flips through pages and reads again that Ms. Dennekamp actually says they could not give a description of the suspect, and not that there was no suspect. But that wasn't the question. I mean, we've understood the robbery gone wrong theory. I mean, you've hammered it into us. So that is clear as day. And how does he come up with the response being, she's not saying there was no second suspect? This is highly confusing. It's also highly concerning. Or is this a trap so that the defense can get confused? What is he trying to do? It is exhausting. I wish when we head into day 3 that he just answers question. And I wish Ramasipili tells him to stop it, okay? I wish Ramasipili toes the line and gets him to respond, because we get it, okay? We're done playing games with the Brigadier, okay? We are done. We want to get through to the rest of the defense team, get to Ngome Zulu, who's going to call Umakubo and confirm what he's going to do around that. I don't know if Ramasipili is going to then stand up and ask his question then. I don't know. Yes, I'm frustrated, but we gotta keep going. Ijobi job.
Yes.
Now, the importance of this, and I'm going to emphasize, for the purposes of compilation of the ID kit, which is meant to assist the investigation with regard to putting out there in the public an image or a sketch of the potential people that entered into the house on the 26th of October 2014. The people that were in the house could not identify unique features to Ms. Steenkamp so that she can compile also the sketch of the second suspect.
Well, according to Mrs. Warrant Officer Steenkamp, that's what they say. But as I say, my lord, if you look at the statement disposed by them, they try to give features of how the second suspect was like. But insofar as Warrant Officer Steenkamp, yes, it is clear that she's saying that he didn't give the description marks.
Yebo ngokwakhe-ke noma ngokusho kwakhe-ke uwarrant officer Steenkamp ukuthi-ke abamnikanga-ke lawo ma-marks kodwa mubheke iy'tatimende zabo kunalaba ashoyo-ke khona-ke ukuthi wayebukeka kanjani.
But importantly, Makeleni adds two features that the people in the house never referred to. The first one being a golden insert on the tooth and the dreadlocks hairstyle for the second suspect.
Yes, I saw that, my lord.
And as a passerby, Makeleni manages to see a golden insert from suspect B when he's outside of the house.
That's what is contained in his statement, my lord. Yes.
And then, as a result, you, as the lead IO, when I say you, I mean as the lead IO, you follow up on the descriptor that is given by Makeleni. Is that correct?
No, I followed on the resemblance. That is why,
Yes.
my lord, I said when I confronted accused 2, I said the identikit that I see, that in my view, that person looks like him. So it wasn't insofar as following what Mr. Makeleni, it was based on my observation, my lord. My lord, the court will also remember that there was a time when we dealt with a dental examination.
I'm
of
coming
accused.
to that, Brigadier. Let me
Must I
lead you.
wait? Okay. all
Let
right.
me lead you,
All right.
Brigadier.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You had ample opportunity to be led by my learned colleague, Advocate Baloyi. At this stage, it cannot be that the tail is wagging the dog. The dog must wag the tail. So you take my lead.
No, I don't think that's accurate, my lord. We are here to assist the
No,
court.
no, let me do my cross-examination. If I need you to elaborate on a point, because you go off a tangent, I forget what I was asking you, and you give so many explanations. Let us stick to my cross-examination. If you want to elaborate, ask me. The court has already said it's not going to block anyone from explaining to this court. But just ask me, because you tend to go off tangent, and I'm cross-examining. Some of the things escape me because of your lengthy explanations.
My lord, I'll try to follow what Mr. Ramsipil is saying, but the court needs to take note that what I was trying to elaborate on
That's what I
was emanating from the question that was asked to me about the description given by Mr. Makeleni, which Mr. Ramsipile indicated that I followed that to the T. So Mr. Makeleni, my lord, one of the things that he mentions there is that the second suspect has a gold teeth incision on the upper lip. So my response was, it was not coming from anywhere. There's a description given which says the second person has a gold incision on the upper part of his teeth. So naturally I was going to the explanation of saying, what did I do to follow this explanation given by Mr. Makeleni? That was the question that was put to me, my lord. But I hear you.
Yes.
I'll try to be short where I can.
Yes.
But where I need to explain, my lord, Mr. Ramsipilo must also bear with me, because I'll give answers insofar as the questions that are put to me. Nothing more.
Who is that? Ramasipili deserves a round of applause, a cheers, standing ovation, you name it, everything at this point, because wow, what did he just tell a whole brigadier to shut up is the summary. I am coming to that. Stop talking, okay? The dog must wag the tail and not the tail wag the dog. And the brigadier and the whole Judge Rata burst out laughing. But you know what's even funny? Is that the whole brigadier said, oh, no, you didn't. You don't get to talk to me like that. I don't think that's accurate. We are here to assist the court. And Ram says, shut up, okay? Let me do my cross-examination. And he goes on, jab, jab. Oh, my God, it was fantastic. I couldn't even believe it was Ramasipili. But the brigadier said, you have got to be kidding me if you think I will let you have the last laugh. And the brigadier says, well, I'll try to do what you're saying. But, well, I'll try, my lord, I'll try to follow what Mister, that's a whole advocate, sir. Govern yourself accordingly. But anyway, he says, I'll try to do what Mr. Rams is saying. What I was trying to elaborate, and he couldn't even say the word elaborate. He struggled with his own vocabulary. It was a tough moment for the brigadier. I imagine had he been Umlungu, he would have been red and steaming hot in the face. And then he says, it was elaborating from, and it was emanating from the question asked to me by the You see, this is what happens when you put two large words in the same sentence. You can't even say them together. That is the struggle that he faced. And then he said the description of me, which he says Mr. Rams again, a second time, that I followed that to a T. Mr. Makeleni, irritating the hell out of me. But shout out to Ramasipili. You did it for the nation. You did it for the country. And let's hear that one more time because that was brilliant.
My lord, the court will also remember that there was a time when we dealt with the dental examination.
I'm coming to that, Brigadier.
As I wait. Okay.
Let me lead you, Brigadier.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Mzansi Unfiltered, checking out. Catch you on my next upload.
My lord, I'm indebted.
Yeah.
As the court pleases, my lord, I'm indebted.
Yeah.
If the grooves don't fit, acquit the 5 accused. Nisi has done a fantastic job proving there was no match.